Hello everyone, we are here, we are back. It is time, once again, for Together in Battle. We are going to be entering the arena, we are going to uncover a regicide plot, and more importantly than anything else, we're going to make sure we don't run out of money. I'm your host for tonight, Tom, otherwise known as the Titanium Leg Man. I hope that you are all having a fine day, slash evening, slash potentially even morning, depending on where it is that you are at in the world. I'm very much looking forward to this one. I think it's going to be a very good time. We made very good progress last time, and we even, tonight, have a new recruit that we need to go and look for, which is going to be a very good time. I think they're going to be a very fun addition to the team, as long as we can find them. I think we're going to have a good time, overall. See many fine folks in chat right now. Let's see. Who all do we even have here? We've got Stacy, Wanderdown, Lightbead, Joshua, Arc Brigade, Caffeine, Sinister Design, the man himself. Hello, sir. It is an absolute pleasure to have you all here with us this fine evening. I hope you all are doing well. I don't know where my phone is, actually, and I do need to have that. Make sure that I can chat, so while I track that down really quick, it should be on the arm of the couch. Give me 1 second. There we go. Phone has been acquired. I am now able to keep an eye on Twitch chat. Everything is right with my world. Having an interesting day. One class went well. Work was normal, but I got one of my bottles of ink today, and it is positively orange. Well, based on the fact that you are specifying it is orange, I'm assuming it was not supposed to be orange. What color was it supposed to be? Light? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm right there with caffeine. Was it not supposed to be orange? I would presume not. It's going to be a very good stream this fine evening. I will say right off the bat, full disclosure, I'm a tad tired, physically and emotionally. It has been a long day, finally getting my car sorted out. And getting my car sorted out is getting it sorted out to the tune of $700 US before tax, because apparently the fuel pump is busted and needs to be replaced. So that's fun. Got it towed last night. Was dealing with the garage today while I was at work. Good time. But on the flip side, as I was telling Jane earlier, the way I kind of see it is, this is my old college car that, you know, I paid off in full when I was back in college, and Jane and I were in a car accident, and my insurance paid off the cost of me getting a new car because my previous car was totaled. And the only costs I've had to pay on it were, like, you know, normal maintenance, like inspection and oil change and all that type of stuff. So if this is the first major repair, which it really is, because everything else me and my dad did together, that I have to pay for, then, well, it's still a whole hell of a lot better than, what would that be, 7 years of car payments on a new car. So I'll take it, but also ow. But also ow. Sorry, my mic has a really bad habit of deciding to turn itself down over the menu music. I don't know why. I always turn it back to the setting that I want it on, and it always decides to turn itself back down, and I'm never quite sure why it chooses to do so. To help with that, we can go ahead and load into the game as well, but that was partially my fault for forgetting to turn my mic back up, as I have to do every time I start a new stream. Okay, Light, you did specifically want this orange. It's like a sunset. Excellent. Very good to hear. Much better to hear that your ink is actually supposed to be a vibrant orange, as opposed to it supposed to be any other color and shows up a vibrant orange, as orange is a very distinctive color after all. Much better now. Good, 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 good. Yeah, usually it's fine. I've yet to figure out why my mic likes to turn itself down. It's phenomenal. I love it so much. But we're back. We are at a good level now. Everything should be peachy keen. Car ownership, just degrees of expensive. Want to be able to take road trips and stuff. It hasn't made sense to own one for local commute so far. Fair. Fair. Yeah, I would love to be able to be in a state where I don't actually have to own a car, to be perfectly honest with you. Doubly so, ever since Jane and I went to Japan. Especially because Jane also has a car, and there's not too much of a reason that we both need one, other than, like, we both have separate jobs, so, like, coordinating who has work when and dropping each other off and all that type of stuff is mildly annoying, but, yeah, I wish we lived in a location where it was not expected that we both have a vehicle, because I have had a car ever since I was 18, and I am now 33, so... Yeah, exactly, Light. Exactly. Yeah, see, oh, I'm glad so many of us are in agreement here. It's not like I'm road tripping. I'm not commuting 2 hours a day, like, but, you know. I like being able to, like, conveniently travel to see my family periodically, and if Jane is busy and needs her car for something, me still being able to go and, like, do errands or drive down to the local game store and play a game of Warhammer and not have it be an issue, you know. Minor things, but couldn't get away with it if I had kids or pets, and coordinating grocery runs and stuff is interesting sometimes, lol. Yeah, that sounds about right. Alright, but now that y'all can hear me properly, we can go ahead and get in here. We did add a new character to the roster, a certain cat girl added by a certain Bane, who is an engineer, actually, which should be fun. We have to go and try to recruit her, and I don't foresee that being too much of an issue, to be perfectly honest with you. Tomorrow is the Snow Leopard League match, so we're going to get a good amount of money from that. We are still way ahead on our payday amounts, so we can probably go straight to the recruiter and see if we can just pick up Bane's character. Cars are such an expense, being able to live without one is a real luxury, IMO. Yeah, honestly, seriously. That's what Jane and I really experienced when we were in Japan. Like, granted, we were in the major cities most of the time, and for the average Japanese citizen, I don't know what that looks like cost-wise, but for us there as tourists, it was phenomenal. Just the convenience of travel, how easy it was to walk anywhere that we wanted to go safely and quickly. It was phenomenal. It was absolutely incredible, and it made me really jealous for the infrastructure that they have set up compared to what we have here. All I had to do was go to class and go to work. I could just take the buses, but it's like got to go do FedEx routes, which begin and end in a town 20 minutes away. Yeah, that makes sense. Wait, Riley, what's up? Really long 2 days. Got held at uni to give my testimony. Got home really late. Swung with police. Mandatory therapy I have to go to? UVU. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, I understand. Gotcha. I get what's happening now. Right. I understand. Well, I'm glad you're okay, Riley. I hope you continue to be okay. And that everything that they are expecting you to do is not overly disruptive or annoying for your life. Minimum. Was literally there. God damn. Good lord. Class off till Monday. Hey! Not for nothing, but class off. Never a bad thing. Good opportunity to take some time to yourself and just chill, brother. Yeah, come hang out. Chill here. Chill in the community. Do whatever you got to do. Order yourself some pizza. Chillax. I would argue that you've earned it. All right. So, let's get things on the road here, shall we? We have our whole party hereabouts. Everyone's in pretty good shape, all things considered. So yeah, I think, seeing as how we have a league match tomorrow, good opportunity to go to the recruiter, see if we can't recruit our new party member, which will be very good to have a dedicated engineer. And then we can get into the next league match and see how things are going to go from there. Oh, the recruiter wants to talk to us. Built a bit of a following, stronger recruits. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Okay, good. Because we're in the new league, we'll be able to get even stronger recruits, which is very nice. None of these are our character. Oh, there she is. Immediately able to spot her. Oh, there we go. Now you can see. Sorry. Apparently my hotkey when I pressed the going live be gone button did not work before, but we're here. It's fine. I got you. I got you. I got you. We're good. We're good. We're good. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. This is where we're going to spot the character. Can you guys spot who our character is meant to be? Whomst amongst this illustrious cast of 6 characters is our unique? Dare I ask? Yeah, apologies. If I have numlock on, it prevents my hotkeys from working, and I had it on from when I was typing out stuff earlier, so apologies. I didn't realize until you guys called it out, so thank you for that. The lizard, of course, says Bane, who created the character. Spot the anime protagonist. Exactly, exactly. Bottom left, no contest. Catgirl engineer is an incredible concept, by the way. Naked catgirl engineer, by the way. No, there's no clothing or armor here. We just have a scarf / collar, and then catgirl accoutrement, and nothing else. Yes, Bane Gaiety is, in fact, our character here. Let us see what it is that she has going on, shall we? She is level 19, so she's a mere level away from being able to promote, which will be very nice. She has the ability to build Wood Bridge 2, place up to 3 wooden bridges, unlimited usage per turn, very handy. Quick Twirl to switch spaces with any character. Build Wood Barricade 2 to place up to 3 wooden barricades. Spiked Barricade, which we've seen before. Brazier. Place Charges, which we did not have on our previous engineer. This will be very, very handy for if we need to like blow through a door or a wall or whatever. Caltrops, Wood Bridge, regular Wood Barricade, Twirl again. Oh yeah, specifically Quick Twirl doesn't end the turn, whereas Twirl just allows you to move after using it. Overall, a very good support character. It doesn't seem OSHA compliant. To be fair, cats don't usually wear clothes. You know, fair. That's fair. That's fair. But yes, of course, we're going to be recruiting Bane here. Welcome to the party. It will be very good to have a dedicated engineer once again. And I'm not even particularly worried about our salaries at this point. We're in a pretty good spot with that. So we should be A-okay, all things considered. All right. With that in mind, I don't think we need to go shopping, really. If anything, we should probably just labor, get some extra gold, and then go right into our league match. Wall, door, opponents, exactly, wander down, exactly. Unfortunately, we have so many strong characters, we're getting oodles and doodles of money for being laborers. Send Naomi off. We can safely send her to do our bidding now that I have successfully completed her game. That's what I was doing this afternoon after I got out of work and dealt with all the stuff with my car, is I was finishing the last chapter of Gales and Nielli. So People can look forward to my comprehensive review of that coming sometime in the near future prior to the release of FFT. As you return to camp, you discover a package with a short note on the outside. Keep up the good work and admirer. The note is otherwise unsigned. Open the package. Sure! It contains 34 food! Nice! Time to add it to the stores. Hopefully it's not poisoned. On the tent battle, I put down a satchel charge and blew it up on like 5 guys. Pretty potent if you can set it up. Hey! There you go. Should have told the artist... Told that to the artist for Alien Cat Girl Cute... For what now, Joshua? What are you on about? Alien Cat Girl Cuties. I mean, that just sounds like probably like 18 different anime characters I can think of, so fair, but... Alright. I think we're in a pretty good spot here. Camp is clean. Nothing in particular that we need to make our characters do. Everyone's pretty happy. I think we just ship it. Let them do their thing. Devil yawns. Fabo's doing ghost things. Ouster's getting energy back. Nailie's getting energy back. I mean, this is good. Everyone needs to get energy back. We did just have them out laboring. Hey! Bane strolls up to Patty with a relaxed gait. Bonjour. I once knew someone named Bane. Anyway, I go by Patty Otters. So that's an interesting getup you've got there. What combat speciality are you? I'm something of a crossbowman myself. Interesting getup you've got there, as the cat girl walks up to him completely naked. Anime from years ago where cat girls were aliens instead of native to the world. Ah, gotcha. Sounds like Voices of the Void. Bonjour. Interesting getup, sir. Patty getting an eyeful right now and just being like, fair enough. 10 out of 10 conversation, no notes. Tenchi's in pain, Zanelli's recovering, Azure's recovering. Okay, cool. Good. I'd rather have the party in tip-top shape before we go on to the big fight. Cat girls from the alien planet of France. All I have to say is stuff about Renoir and Verso, and everyone's like, you who? All right. She signs off the conversation with Goaty. Everyone's like, what the hell is Goaty? Oh, bonjour indeed. Bane says, who must have the biggest shit-eating grin on their face right now. Like coneheads that come from France, of course. If only Tenchi or Renee were here right now. They would certainly have complaints. All right. What the fuck is a paintress and why are you saying it capitalized? Exactly. Why does 33 matter? Oh, man. So, Snow Leopard League. In case you haven't caught on yet, there's going to be snow everywhere. I gave her some dialogue, as you may have noticed. Hell yeah! I love to see what personality you guys give these characters because the option is there for you. It like minimalist, maximalist, it doesn't matter. I love seeing what decisions you've made and how it brings those characters to life. It's great. And I mean that 100% unironically. It's awesome. Snow in this climate, how? Beats me. We have a bunch of cryokinetics on a payroll that are involved somehow, but that's about all I know. Anyway, the Dawn of Justice will be your league opponent today. You'll be called soon. Need to install this all. It's so much fun, Light. It really is. Even if you just want to install the demo to make custom characters before you buy the whole game, that alone is worth it, because you can just trick out a whole party to have set up and ready to go for when you decide to actually play the full thing. Little reference to 2025 Game of the Year, Expedition 33. She's got it! Absolute Genius of the Year award, the caffeine system. No notes. We will begin the ceremony immediately. Alright, what do we got here? Bronze Golem, a Kineticist. Ooh. With bottomless pits. Lovely. Note that there's ice spikes everywhere. We have a Cryokineticist, the Cavalier, Ew, Legion the Puppet Master. No, thank you. Yeah, super kineticist. Awesome. Okay. And a Golden Sprigget. We're gonna have to play it real safe here, folks. Love the custom dialogue so much. Wish I'd gone further with Cascaras, but I was so zooted on cough meds I barely remember writing what I did. And unfortunately for you, she's such a Giga Chad. She hasn't died, so you haven't had the chance to make a new character. Legion is such a good name for a puppet master character who mind controls people. It's awesome. Okay, so we can deploy 6. Unironically, I want to bring Bane just so we can start putting bridges across the gaps, so it's harder for the kineticists to yoink us into bottomless pits. So I think we'll probably do that. I'd like to get Zephyr some XP. Zanelli can be our healer. Patty should be good here. There's a lot of flyers that he can shoot. And then Naeli for extra actions is always a good choice. And we already have a Spearman with Naeli. Maybe we just bring Devla to nuke stuff, honestly. Oh yeah, we put a Shadow Cloak on Rose now. I forgot. Give Bane some focus pills, just in case we need her to have extra energy, and I think we're good. I assume those are into death. I believe so. At the very least for the map, if not entirely, I think. This looks concerning. Nah, it's fine. Kineticists on any map with bottomless chasms are a wee bit terrifying. Yeah, let alone when there's 2 of them. Boss. I think I see Legion on the other team. How can you see anything? You've got a blindfold on. He's supposed to be a really talented team leader? Your whole team seems a bit worried. Meanwhile, morale on the opposing team looks to be high. Very high. They've taken the field with a visible swagger. This could be a tough fight if you don't take down their star combatant quickly. Great. So we have to assassinate Legion. But they're a shadowing promoted kineticist on a map with pitfalls. That's going to be a problem. How could she see? Don't worry about it. Yeah, it's fine. All right, Zephyr. I'm glad you're enthusiastic. Dude, the triple shadowing team with a Sprigget for backup is diabolical. That's wild. Beat him with a hammer. I mean, you know, if it comes down to it, we can. Unironically, the more bridges we can set up and have, like, safe areas behind us that we can't just be force pushed to oblivion, the happier I'll be with that, to be perfectly honest with you. Let's do more of that, shall we? Well, and that's just the normal kineticist, let alone Legion. They've got a big area they can impact. Like the cryokineticist, as soon as we move Bane anywhere up, can target her. Which is why we're going to do it this way. We're just going to fill in this whole gap. And they don't have any fire, nothing explosive. They could basic attack the bridges to tear them down. But, like, if they're doing that, we've already failed. So I think this is just a good opportunity for us to set up a little bit of a safe zone here. Main may not be dressed OSHA compliant, but she'll make your battlefield that way. Hell yeah, she will. Are the ice spikes like the flame from the last set of maps that even flying we still get hit or stopped? They are passable by flying. I believe if you hit them, they'll counterattack, I think. Engineers can attack, yeah. They can use their wrench to smack stuff. It's not the most powerful thing, but they can do it if needed. They are definitely more of a utility class, though. Alright. We're on that let them come to us grind right now. Unlike fire, you can fly over ice spikes, but getting shoved / connect into them will hurt. Exactly. What are they planning up there? Alright, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Ooh, there's a delicious ladoo there. If we can pick that up, that would be quite nice. Legion is definitely still in attack range. The good thing is the other kineticist moved very cleanly into killing range. And I do believe we are going to take him up on that. Ladoo detected, indeed. Radar alert. Radar alert. Ladoo detected. Oh. Oh, Devla. Oh, you shouldn't have, darling. Bonk. Nice. Alright, she might get yoinked, but that is a very good kill. The question is... I don't think he can pull her up over this. I think if he tries to pull her, she'll hit the wall here rather than going into the pit. We'll see. Yes, that's true. That's true. Icy is correct. A naked cat girl joined the group and your character rushed to be the first to greet her. 100%. And complimented her on her interesting getup. So, you know. What's with the satchel? It's a satchel charge. If it gets blown up, it will, well, blow up and deal a bunch of damage to stuff, which is fun. Hopefully the AI doesn't kinetic vacuum her upwards. She'll only hit the wall if the elevation difference between the space is greater than 1. Greater than 1. So this 2 to 3 wouldn't be enough? If so, I have miscalculated. I thought any height difference would prevent the pull. That may be a problem. Hold on. I have an idea. What if there is a handy barricade in between her and the pit? Surely that would prevent her from being yeeted into the void. You beat me? Don't make me laugh. Ow. Okay, we're good, though. We're good, we're good, we're good. Everything's fine. We didn't even get frozen. Hashtag easy clap, baby. It's all good. Everything's fine. Not worried for a moment. Ah, very nice, very nice. Okay. Well, they're pretty conveniently in range now. The golem's a little concerning because we don't have any actual magic damage to deal with it, but if we can maybe stun it with Devilish Charge, we'll be fine. I think we should be okay. No, I hear you, Riley. Absolutely. It is a very, shall we say, unique thing to be at the epicenter of history happening. It's like, oh my god, Devla! By all means, ma'am, please delete the golem for us. Holy shit. I don't think I've ever one-shot a golem like that before. That was awesome. Okay. But yeah, no, Riley, absolutely. Like, being at the epicenter of a historic event is something I can only even imagine. It's not really something I've experienced before. So yeah, I can definitely see it being extremely weird, and that's putting it lightly. Cover use of a wooden barricade there. You may have saved Devil's life. I think so. Thank you for the compliment, sir. The chariot cannot be stopped. Yeah, no, Devil doesn't give a fuck. I mean, Devil is also yoked out of her mind. 41 strength. Zephyr's got 19. Nailey's got 22. Devil is a unit, man. She is just absolutely roided. Zooted out of her gourd. It's nuts. Oop, side counterattack. Okay, gotta watch that. Patty. Patty, unfortunately, still doesn't have Les Explosions. What we can do is just put down a little bit of explosive. Big dodge, big dodge. Oh, and that's a promo as well. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. We have 3 different choices here. I've actually never promoted an engineer before, so this is very exciting. We have Architect, an engineer specializing in the building of bridges and barricades. Well practiced at building, they can move with greater speed, take extra actions after building a wood or spiked barricade, get +1 range on build wood barricade 2, and learn place caltrops 2. Lot of construction capability there. Plus they get dash, which is cool. Demolitionist, an engineer specializing in the placement of explosives. They can safely hurl satchel charges at range and can take more actions after using place charges. Very cool. I do very much like that. And Machinist, engineer specializing in the operation and maintenance of golems. They learn skills to support and boost the power of golem allies. Unfortunately, not something that would be particularly useful for us, although I do wish that it was. That would have been very, very cool. Right now, between Architect and Demolitionist, I'm leaning more towards Demolitionist. The way we've got our team set up at this point, we have a little bit of a more Alpha Strike build going on, and being able to hurl satchel charges to then blow them up would be very, very nice. So I think we're going to go with Demolitionist. Architect absolutely has its uses. So does Machinist. If we had a good bronze golem, I would love to have Bane be the golem support unit, but we just don't. So nice. Nothing ever happens with Utah. When Utah appears in a film or documentary, I point and say, there it is, we exist. Such a strange feeling. Yeah, man. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, that's how it is for Northeast Pennsylvania in a lot of ways, too. And we've been in the news a lot the last couple of years. And it's always weird. It's always weird, so I get it. Absolutely. She flexes and you hear a small sonic boom. Honestly, she's got that Noe build, you know? Girls out here absolutely gain maxing, and everyone around her is like, this should be physically impossible. How did you do that? Except this time she's riding a giant praying mantis and has a spear. Being able to play Charge in GTFO seems good. Definitely, definitely. You did get a hat. That's true. Look at you. Oh, apparently you also put clothes on when you promoted. You have no strength. That's fine, though. I mean, like, I don't need you to be bonking things. I need you to be, like, building things, you know? Okay. I thought that was going to explode in a plus-shaped formation. I did not expect it to explode in a square-shaped formation. So, my apologies, Zephyr. Hello, darling. How you doing? Jane is suffering, everybody. Also, Jane is here. Say hello, Jane. I was waiting to see if you'd just be baited into saying it. Yeah, Legion didn't die. He is doing perfectly fine. He did take a bunch of damage, and the cryokineticist is that too, but Zephyr is suffering a little bit. Rip Zephyr stunned and burning. He's fine. He's fine. Everything's fine. Utah may not exist, but on the plus side, it exists more than, say, Idaho. Fair. Fair. Yes, we did blow up Zeph a little bit. He's fine. He's alive. The enemies took a chunk of damage. I imagine Legion was protected because of the frost armor. He is burning, which is nice. Last stream, he was drowning. This time he got exploded. Zephyr can't catch a break. You know, every good game needs to have a character like that. You know what I'm saying? It happens. Yes, Jane is very upset, as I have been repeatedly making her uBlock origin function, and Google keeps doing the Google thing and making her uBlock origin not function. So I'll have to go and futz with it again tomorrow to hopefully make it functional again. We shall see. Incredibly ironic as a YouTuber. But yes, you are absolutely correct. And I'm not afraid to say it. Down with the ads. We actually deal more damage with Powder Bolt because he's got frost armor. So I guess we should do that. I'm a little concerned that we're not going to off the kineticist, but I don't think he can yoink us into a pit. He may wind up just outright killing Zephyr. We'll see. Alright, he's poisoned as well. Maybe he'll just die. He actually might just die. Between the poison and the burning, that might be enough. That'd be pretty cool. Alright, yep, he just straight up died. Wait. Imasta, sir? Hold on a second. Hold up. Patty, you leveled. Go away. Hold up. That's a different man. That is a completely different individual. In fact, it is the individual that tried to murder Zephyr last stream. Well, it's a big question. As indicated by Sinister Design himself going, lol, welp. He came back from the grave. Run, Zephyr, run. That was the end of the last stream. Was this exact individual took our swordsman here hostage for killing his brother in the arena and like shoved him into a lake with his hands bound and cinder blocks tied to his feet. And we had to rush to his rescue to save him from drowning. And we did, and we killed this motherfucker. And yet here he is. Except that wasn't the name that the character had. The character was a shadowling named Legion. So I'm assuming it's just a bug. However, I propose that this could very easily be a bug that becomes a feature. And it could be a very interesting little... It was a shadowling in disguise. Someone who had perhaps used some trickery to disguise themselves to get one last shot at us before they get brought down for good. However, I will hit L for log. That's fair.
L for log.
Yeah. But, I do think that could actually be a pretty fun idea as a little story event. I don't know how hard that would be to code, but it is a very fun surprise. A Mexican telenovela. Yeah, exactly. No, this is legitimately a hilarious bug. That's really fun. As Imastisurf collapses, the reaction across the dawn of justice is immediate. Faces fall, postures sag. You can practically see the confidence drain from them in real time. Well, unfortunately, that golden Sprigget ran up and fucking Kamehameha Zephyr into dust. Patty is incensed. Hopefully Zephyr doesn't die. This has been an absolute upset of a match thus far. How many times did I teach you this lesson, young man? This poor cryokineticist keeps trying to freeze the absolute mortal terror that is Devil Route, only for her to turn around and say, fucking yeet! He's dead as fuck. Alright, well, all we have to do now is kill the golden Sprigget, and I think we can work on that pretty easily. Yep, he's stunned. Well, he's at our mercy now. Bane, go whack him with a wrench, you feisty cat girl, you. There we go. We can go pick up this gold and delicious apple next turn, because we don't have to worry about anything from the golden Sprigget. And we shall see if Zephyr lives. We might actually be able to get you to get the kill, Bane. Yeah, definitely. So we can do this. Patty can pick up the items. And then Nayeli can give you a turn. So you can bonk him again. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball, but you can't dodge shit if you're stunned, boy! See ya. A glorious victory for the righteous. Very nice. No, Nayeli is here.
Oh, okay.
Nayeli was going to give her an extra turn.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay,
keep up, come on.
Bye.
No, don't leave. Come back. We did it. Build bridge tiles 10 times or more. Nice. And we got 815 gold. Zephyr dying in the arena after last stream would be so upsetting. Especially if the boss was disguised as the guy who was trying to kill him. Legendary wrench would actually come in handy now. That's true. That's true.
Is your computer crashing out?
I don't think my computer's crashing out. I think the game is unhappy. I don't think the game liked that we just killed the previous mission's boss a second time.
Log.
Well, L for log. No! Okay. Do. Don't look behind the curtain. We're just gonna reset, and I guess maybe we'll have to do the battle again. We're just gonna hit this button here. Okay, we're gonna hit the play button here, and that's gonna be how that goes. Let me boot this back up again really quick. Give me 1 second. Sinister design. All right, we're back. Sorry, I was just talking with Jane. She's getting ready for bed and everything. So, yes, we will have to do the battle again, but Sinister Design messaged me, so I have the console commands to progress if a weird issue like that happens again. So, if I had been less hasty, we could have potentially taken care of that right off the bat, but I was hasty, so we are going to proceed here. I will get loaded back into a match really quick. Jane is leaning into the mic.
Good night.
Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Just good night. Good night from Jane. I hope that you have a lovely evening, everybody. It has been an absolute pleasure having Jane here to momentarily elicit multiple hi Janes from you all. Always a good time. I know we're still going live. Don't worry. I'm aware. That was intentional this time. I was just getting loaded back into the match while I was letting y'all know what was going on. My numlock was on before, so I had hit my hotkey to like turn off the going live screen. But because numlock was on, the hotkey wasn't the hotkey because it was a different key technically. So I was just like, oh, I'm doing my thing. I'm announcing what's happening. Oh, we're gonna load into this match. And everyone's like, we can't see. Exactly. And I looked over. I was like, oh god. So that's just how the night's been, really, along with how the day's been. To be perfectly honest with you. I've typed hi Jane, bye Jane so many times that Jane has saved my autocorrect. Let's go!
I love that. Made my...
There you go. Hell yeah. Now we just got to get you back streaming again to fulfill the expectations of the people.
I hear the people, they want Jane streams.
They want Jane streams. And as such, we will make it happen. But for now, we will continue with Together in Battle, because that is what we were doing for the rest of the night. So, you have a lovely evening, darling.
Too.
I absolutely will. As will chat, I'm sure.
Okay.
Thank you for popping in and saying hello.
Yes, have fun.
Oh, I think we will. If you would like to escort the Trixie out.
Come on, Trixie. Come on.
All it takes is one flick of the cape. All right, thank you, darling. Good night. Okay, let us proceed, shall we? Now that we have fixed the issues, we shall re-proceed. I don't think things will be too bad here. I mean, we've got a stone golem there. The stone golem megalith. Oh god, perhaps I spoke too soon. There's also a shit ton of treasure chests. Oh my god. Interesting. There's a mantis knight, there's a blade dancer, there's a sentinel. Why is everyone suddenly promoted? 1, 2, 3. Oh, but there's only 4 of them. Interesting. Okay, that's terrifying. Oh, we can also only deploy... Oh, no. We can also only deploy 4. Oh, this is significantly more scary. Oh, dear. Okay. Interesting. Huh. The game said no saves coming. I'm like, game, you broke. I was trying to fix you. This man has 102 health. Ah! I'm so afraid. Okay. Well, we can gang up on the golem, so that's good, because I think we're going to have to. We're going to have to divide and conquer here, I do believe. Craig has a request. Am I able to do that in the character select? I am! Okay. So... open the console and run this. Forget... Okay. I've done the thing. I was told to run Forget Character Apostasur, which I'm assuming will, like, clear that character's event from the event log, if I had to guess, and make it say he doesn't freeze things again. We don't continue to get haunted by the ghost of Apostasur. We're deleting the man. Hell yeah, we are. Absolutely. Okay, well, given we're down to only 4 characters, we need to bring the best of the best this time around. So we're going to do just that. We've got Ouster, we've got Zanelli, we've got Devila, and we're probably just going to bring Naeli for the extra turns. My goal is going to be to just charge the Megalith right off the bat. And anything that happens after that is what happens after that, so... Strong bad voice. Deleted! Looks like they've thrown you into a smaller fight with a smaller purse. There are more chests, though. You'd best make those deployments count and move fast. Yeah, well, let's see if we can get those chests, then. Let's get to it. That's the spirit, Zanelli. What if we mega charged? Bonk. Nice. Very good. The Megalith is now stunned. We are covered from the charge here. Straight up removing her from the timeline. Some Mage the Awakening shit. Hell yeah. You've been here too long, Sarah. Alright, what do we got? 200 gold. Okay. I do like the sound of that. Do please bust those treasure chests open. I welcome this, gladly. Okay, brother, I was like, don't disarm the treasure chest, buddy. Whoa, what the fuck? What did bro equip there? What the hell? Man got, like, all the stats. Oh, he didn't have the armor equipped. Interesting. Okay. But now he does. There's a grapple chain there. What'd you pick up? No, what'd you pick up? A mango. Figured out what caused the bug in the last fight. You must actually purge Apostasur from existence the next time we get an inspirational leader fight. Okay. So me running the delete Apostasur from the timeline script just now didn't matter. We need to keep it in mind for the future? Question mark? Just to double check, just to make sure I'm on top of what's going on. Because we can certainly do this. I will gladly delete Apostasur from the timeline once again. I am not opposed to this. Into the pit with ye. I just want to make sure that we have to do it again. I was wave did it already, then we're good going forward. Okay, cool. Boop boo da doo boop boop boo da doo boop boo. Bum bum bum. Ba da na da na bum 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 bum. Da ba na 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 na. The little whew noise. I know, it's great. Oh no! Oh, the dodge from Ouster. You love to see it. Absolute Giga Chad behavior. I like that these guys think that they have a chance against the illustrious Ouster herself. Like, Sirrah, do you understand whomst it is that you're dealing with this fine day? Because I dare declare that you do not. Do a little bit of maneuvering here. %80 dodge. I could probably hit that. He could not hit that. Man saw this lovely bespectacled, or bespectacled. What the hell? Why is this word so hard for me to say? Bespectacled? Yes. Why did my brain want to add an extra B in there? Man saw this lovely bespectacled face and was like, I can hit that. And he could not, in fact, hit that. In fact, he could not do anything except whiff that. And yet he thought he had a chance. The poor bastard. Oh, we're up to 84. Ouster dodging the lover boys left, right, and center. Semantic satiation, yes. Apparently. Oh no! Oh! Sinelli, no! Shit! I've made a gross miscalculation. My brain was too stuck on B. Be gone. Oh, we can't. Huh. Interesting. I thought Devil would be able to go, like, down a layer, but apparently not. Yeah, they're pissy. Yeah, apparently, I mean, it makes sense. Cavalier can't descend 2 spaces. I just didn't realize that there was that height disparity there, so that's my bad. We got focus pills. I mean, there's multiple chests. I just don't know. I don't know how worth it is to try and get to them. We don't have a flying or leaping cavalry, unfortunately. I know, how foolish of me. You're gonna die, and I'm gonna be the one to do it. Sir, I don't think you understand who it is that you're talking to. Yeah, that's what I thought. Prepare for the flank and spank. All right, bonus energy proficiency. I'll take it. No Pegasi in this game, that's true. Hey! Promotion for Nayeli. Okay. Pikeman or Sentinel. Pikeman gives an extra 2 strength and 10 slashing resist, as well as plus 15 HP. Pikemen are stronger than normal spearmen. They can employ a low grip on their spears to extend their range and extra space at the cost of some damage, and can learn to attack after using trade. Okay. So we get a little bit more range here. or Sentinel. The most durable of all non-golem classes. Sentinels have trained to naturally draw enemy attention on the battlefield. Additionally, they receive a 75% block chance from a defensive stance instead of 50%, and can learn to attack after using trade. Interesting. So this is the Uber Tank build. You get a ton of resistances, you get a bunch of HP. That's good stuff. I think we're probably going to go Sentinel, honestly. Because, like, Naeli is definitely more of a defensive support character here rather than a damage character. Nice. All right. Do-do-do. Ba-da-na-da-na, ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Alright, we're busting through to the treasure chests, baby! Come to me, my pretties! Huh. Poor bastard can't even hit not ouster. Nice. 150 gold. Okay, okay. I'd say probably appropriate to wait to pick up. Naeli does also have big dodge. That's true. This poor guy. Titanium Bagman, you say that, but we're also losing money from being in this fight for too long. So I don't know that we're really coming out on top here. I'm trying. Alright, what do we got? More money. 150? Hell yeah. Alright. Maybe we're fine. Maybe we're fine. Hey, level for Ouster. Very nice. We're not going to get the armor, unfortunately. Ugh, 263. I mean, I think it balances out with all the gold that we picked up. So, I'm mainly just worried about Zanelli. Cryptanium sack, man. Oh, no. Okay. Next league match is in 2 days. Thank you, sir. As you return to camp, the sky begins to darken with clouds. The crickets are singing, the air is damp. In the distance, an ominous rumbling tickles your ear. It doesn't take a psychic to know that rain is coming soon, and plenty of it. Hurriedly, you dole out rations and prepare for the coming storm. Alright. The wind howls past Ouster's tent, fluttering the front flap, and occasionally spraying in watery gusts. As the evening wears on, Ouster's hopes of the rain letting up gradually dim. Eventually, Ouster gives up entirely and falls asleep. Nothing better to do, Nelly stretches out on her cot, pulls out a book that she is already partway through, and passes the evening thumbing slowly through the pages, enraptured. At last, Zanelli opens his eyes and speaks. Let's go! The thunderstorm did not herald the oncoming death of Zanelli. My man is here. We love to see it. Still in bed rest until further notice, but it looks like Zanelli should be able to make a full recovery. Let's go. Periodically startled by the sound of her tent poles creaking under the force of the gale, Devla finds it difficult to focus on much. As the evening wears on, Devla's hopes of the rain letting up gradually dim. Eventually, she gives up entirely and falls asleep. Fabo remains out of sight throughout the evening, Perhaps it's your imagination, but at times you could swear you heard her voice. Faint whispers of her name carrying on the wind. It's fine. Rain pounds on the canvas of Azure's tent with the ferocity of 1,000 tiny pebbles. As the evening wears on, Azure's hopes of the rain letting up gradually dim. Eventually he falls asleep. Tenchi's startled by the sounds of the tent poles creaking. Bane is also startled by the sound of her tent poles creaking. Even with the flaps tightly closed, little rivulets of water manage to stream in, snaking their way across the floor of Cascara's tent. As the evening wears on, Cascara's hopes of the rain letting up gradually dim. The rain is vicious. Paddy dares not step outside. As the evening wears on, his hopes of the rain letting up gradually dim. Rose huddles inside her tent as the rain pours down outside. She is bored. Everything she was in the mood for is outdoors. Staying in and resting it is, then. With the outdoors off limits, Zephyr's tent feels positively claustrophobic. He rocks back and forth in his cot, trying to take his mind off of it. Oh no, buddy. Poor guy. Jeez. Been binging your Hollow Knight playthrough. Consumed so much Hollow Knight these past 2 weeks. Stuck in Nightmare King Grim at the moment. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. Hope you're enjoying the playthrough, if nothing else, Riley. That is one of my favorites. Kind of hoping the startled by creaking thing would only show up for Devila, so like this absolute force of nature of a woman is also absolutely neurotic. That would be very fun. Man has PTSD from the waterboarding. You know, honestly, that tracks. That absolutely tracks. Yeah, man would not like rain 2 days after being drowned. Uh-oh. Shortly after entering the city, the icy hand of dread grips you. A small crowd of men, all in orange, have surrounded a shop stall and are taking turns simply taking things without paying, even as the stall owner cowers in fear. It will take 2 characters to intervene. If you do, they won't be available again until evening. What will you do? You know we're intervening. Absolutely. I wasn't planning on a big fight anyway because we have another league match tomorrow. So you know what? Why not send a spirit and a naked cat girl to really freak these guys out? I think that's the right choice here. Just really throw them for a loop. Okay. I mean, we may as well do an investigation. Keep making progress here. Don't want to get caught flat-footed, so... You return to the palace. As you approach, the guard takes one look at you and waves you on in, offering a terse nod of the head. Follow me. I'll take you to the armorer. The guard leads you through the palace. Everything looks familiar up to a point, but somewhere you take a new turn. You pass through a checkpoint with several guards, walk up a stairwell, and arrive at a small room dwarfed by a gargantuan bronze vault door, embedded in and taking up nearly all of the far wall. To the side, a guardsman sits dozing at a desk. At your approach, he starts awake. Hey! He bolts upright, then promptly walks over and squints at you. What's this now? Who are you? I'm Mambir's investigator. Oh, you're the one investigating? I thought. He trails off, then abruptly clears his throat. Well, I'm the armorer. Gundeep Kusal is the name. Someone must have, drugged my chai. How can I help you? Do you usually sleep on the job? He mumbles something unintelligible, clearly very embarrassed. He strokes his mustache with some distress. No, Truth is, I haven't been sleeping well ever since the attack. What else do you need to know? Tell me what you do here. Creepy investigation music is so on point. Oh, it's really good, yeah. Absolutely.
I'm Palace Armorer. I dispense armor to the rest of the Royal Guard. Anyone who wants a set has to go through me. What else do you need to know? Tell me about the Royal Guard armor. It's a set of plate armor with a unique design exclusive to the Royal Guard. It allows us to easily recognize each other at a glance. Usually. He shifts uncomfortably. Can you find lookalikes elsewhere? He shakes his head. No. This is designed to be extremely challenging and expensive to recreate. Lots of gold inlays. Besides, even attempting to copy the look of it is a serious crime. Never heard of a single counterfeit set existing out, quote-unquote, in the wild. And yes, he did say quote-unquote. Is all the armor accounted for? Or are there extras? There are extras. Well, there were extras. All the extra armor sets somehow went missing before the attack. Didn't you notice? He looks deeply ashamed. I did not. I only go into the vault to inventory the armor about once a month. Most of the time, I just keep a ledger of what's been checked out and returned. Sounds negligent to me. Deep down, you can sense that he feels responsible, but he lashes out at you anyway. Do you see that door? It's the only way in or out of that room. No one opens that door without me seeing. There's never been a discrepancy before. All right, let me ask you something else. What else do you need to know? Who has access to this armory? Only Captain Raksha and I have access to the armory. That vault door behind me only opens with a particular key, and only Captain Raksha and I have copies of it. May I see your key? Of course. He unclips a thick bronze ring from his belt. Jangling upon the ring is one of the largest, most elaborate-looking keys you have ever seen. The key must weigh 5 pounds all on its own. Bits protrude outward from its central shaft in all directions. It occurs to you that it would probably make for a rather effective flanged mace. Interesting. Just gonna hit a little print screen on that. Can the door be picked? He shakes his head. No. The lock on this door was created centuries ago by the legendary locksmith Dara Abadi. Tumblers inside are massive. They would snap even the strongest lockpick like a twig. Inspect the vault door. You walk over to the vault door at the far end of the room. The door is absolutely massive. A solid block of bronze with a shielded keyhole in the center. Even without its lock, this door looks like it would take enormous effort to budge. Examining the area around the keyhole, you see no scrapes, scratches, or other signs of tampering. There are no signs of forced entry apparent anywhere on the door. Did anyone other than you have access to your key? No. No one took my key, I'm certain of it. He hesitates. Although... No, it's silly. I had a dream a few nights before the attack. And what was the dream? Who would have a big key as a weapon? Oh my god, it's Sora! The Keyblade Master himself. Donald and Goofy subdued the guards. Donald cast a confusion spell upon them, while Sora broke into the armory. I guess acquired armor for the guards to then put on and attack their fellows, while they went and tried to assassinate the Maharaja. It all makes sense. I dreamt that I sleepwalked into the palace and opened the vault. It was very vivid, but when I woke up that morning, I checked the vault door and it was locked, just as normal. It was only a dream. Did you actually go in and inventory the armor after? He looks upset. No. I only go into the vault to inventory the armor once a month. Usually just keep a ledger. Didn't think it was realistically possible that someone had gotten into the vault. You've checked the vault since, though. He looks deeply ashamed. Yes, I checked it after the attack. All the extra armor sets are missing. You can tell that he wants to ask you not to tell Mambia Raksha, but his feelings of guilt are so great that he cannot bring himself to do so. Do you usually sleepwalk, Gundeep? No. Never. His answer is quick, confident, unequivocal. You get the strong sense that he is not lying. He has never sleepwalked before. Could you have been mind-controlled? He pauses. No. We all receive training against psychic attacks. Test him. You reach out towards Gundeep's mind with your own. He's not lying exactly. He does have psychic defenses beyond what you would expect of a typical guard, but those defenses are not as impregnable as he imagines. Already you can sense avenues of approach. Given an entire night to work, you could perhaps get through. And that's just you. Someone like Malatos could have breezed past Gundeep's defenses. It seems you and Malatos need to have another chat. Yep, Mal, what's her name? Just made her go from dodgy to guilty looking. Aw, yeah. As you turn to leave, Gundeep speaks. Wait, there's one more thing you should know. We just found out that Datu Dil has gone missing. I don't know if it's related to all this, but Datu's a master blacksmith. He forges all the royal armor. Thought you should know. He rips a scrap of paper from the ledger on the desk and scribbles something there. Note the little scribbling sound effects there. Phenomenal attention to detail. Yeah, this is the address for his shop. We haven't had the manpower to look into it. Maybe you can find something. Thanks for the tip, Gundeep. Good luck. May the Watcher protect you. What, the Royal Vizier? It's never the Royal Vizier. Hey, alright. The ladies returned from protecting the townsfolk. Ouster looks extremely concerned. Commander, I need your advice. You see, I want to get Cascara Hall a gift, but I'm not really sure what you would like. You know Cascara pretty well, yeah? What sort of things should I look for? Well, if I remember correctly, and perhaps Caffeine can correct me here, but I think she really likes lilies. I'm pretty sure. I think I remember it being lilies, but I will wait for confirmation from Caffeine. Don't remember. I thought it was lilacs. Uh-oh. Well, the issue is that they're two different flowers that both start with Lil. Caffeine! Caffeine, chime in. We need you, Caffeine! I thought it was puppies. Well, puppies aren't on the list, fortunately. And I know it's not mangoes or apples. All right, if Caffeine isn't here, we have a 50-50 shot between lilies and lilacs. So, chat, this is your time to shine. Chime in now. You have 60 seconds, timing it from this moment. Oh, no, there she is. Lilacs. Okay. All right, sinister design, remembering better than I. Let's go. Oh, what a good idea. Just the sort of thing Cascara would like. Thank you, Commander. Ouster heads off to town to pick up the gift. She'll be gone for the evening, but her relationship with Cascara will grow stronger. Sorry, I was talking to my roommate. Well, I apologize for pulling you away from your actual real-life conversation with your roommate to entertain the ghosts in your computer. Or provide them information, as you were. Okay. But thank you for the info nonetheless. I appreciate it. We have a good amount of food. We have a couple people who are a little down in the dumps. Let's hold a gathering. Dumps. Hi, Ellie. What are you up to? Rose and Nayeli converse at some length. Gradually, the topic turns to the past. That's nice honey. Is the implication that Nayeli is becoming an apiary? Is she caring for bees and harvesting their honey? Or is this that's nice honey, like a lovely mid-30s Midwestern diner waitress? Not really sure which it might be. It could be both, actually. Not entirely sure. All right, that's fine. Listen, Zanelli, you were severely skewered. I do not need you to help out around camp right now. Just chill, buddy. It's fine. Rose is a good name for a Midwestern diner waitress. That's true. I completely agree. And if she has a sordid backstory as an assassin in like her early 20s, now she's retired, she's just working as a nondescript waitress at a local, like, small town diner. Makes sense to me. Sounds like we have a sort of John Wick scenario on our hands here. Devlin notices Tenshi, there we go, nearby. They spend the evening talking about their hopes for Snow Leopard League. Azure floats up to Bane. Hey, you can call me Azure Trinity. You know, I really love that I could be a part of this team. It feels great to dedicate my efforts to something bigger than myself. I hope you feel the same way. Are we just going full Latin right now? What? It would appear that we've gone full Latin. I love it. Interesting. God, I took multiple years of Latin too, but good Lord, there's no way. My sister in sin. Can I remember anything? Dude, I'm... Humiliter majestati gloriae tuae supplicamus, ut ab omni infernalium spiritum potestate laceo and deceptione nacitia. Is this like an exorcism? Gods are in the clouds. We are humbled before their majesty. Work towards all-consuming fire. This is awesome. Oh, shit. This is great. All right. Hold on. I have to try to do a little bit of deciphering here, if I can. Okay. So... yeah, because Deus is gods. Or, well, it could be, depending on the context. Bane, get back here and explain this. Bane would do no such thing. Exactly. So... yeah, I think... Deus looks singular god, Kali looks like plural clouds. Which would mean, like, God in heaven, right? You got me on the rest. Yeah, I think that'd be God. This is a prayer, is what it is. It would be God in heaven. And then humiliter would be like humility or like humble. Majestati would be majesty. Gloriae would be glory. Supplicamus would be like supplicating before you. So it'd be like, yeah, we like before your glorious majesty, we humbly supplicate ourselves. What's ab omni infernalium? Infernalium would be like not infinite hells, but like a potestate is like really sticking in my craw. Potestate. Something comes at the end of a sentence. I think it's meant... oh man, I'm going back years now to high school Latin. Would be to modify the sentence itself, I think. Guys, it's 9:30 at night. I was not expecting to be translating Latin live on stream. So... I think Infernalium spiritum would be like evil spirits. Yeah. Yeah, guessing randomly at a decades-old high school class memory, exactly. Yeah, we are... I think it's basically imploring the gods to protect us from the influence of wicked spirits, basically. I believe that's pretty much where we're at. Like, without exact verbiage, but that's my understanding. Kind of like that scene from Life of Brian. I've not seen Life of Brian, so I'm not sure. Google translated it. What is it like? Oh, okay. Husanacia, or Husanica, I always struggle with your name, says, God of heaven, we humbly beseech the majesty of your glory, as from all the power of the infernal spirits a snare and a deception of wickedness. Okay, yeah, so God in heaven, right? We humbly beseech... So yeah, we beseech you to protect us from the snare of wicked spirits, basically. Yeah, prayer to a god to protect against evil spirits. Yes, okay. And she says it to his shadowling. Yeah, exactly. What in the good goddamn... That was awesome. That was really cool, actually. Okay. The naked cat girl out here just spitting out Latin in the middle of the night. Definitely not possessed whatsoever. Moving right along to Patty and Zephyr just cracking open a cold one with the lads. Hey, Zephyr, you have some time? There's something that's been on my mind. And it's that naked cat girl who's currently just speaking in tongues and has her head rotating 360 degrees. Oftentimes, I just don't feel right indulging in whimsy. But in those rare moments when my duties relax, I needn't even hesitate. Orchids. The way they smell, like the most wonderful smell in the world. I like that about them. I see. It's improved my understanding of who you are as a person, and I'm glad for that. I appreciate you informing me, Patty. Hey, there we go. We made it. Hey, there's Bane. I appreciate your effort in making an absolute weirdo character. An exorcism designed by Pope Leo XIII. Seriously. Made this YouTube account in like middle school. Have since adopted a different online persona, but I don't think you can change your YouTube name. Yeah, I don't know if you can. I'm not entirely sure, to be perfectly honest with you. Okay, well, after that absolute hilarity, we're going to pause for a moment. I'm going to go use the bathroom, refill my water, all that type of good stuff. We are at about the halfway point of the stream, I would say. And then we will jump into the next league match. So don't go anywhere. Don't get lost in any Latin incantations or prayers. And we'll be right back to dive back into the arena and slaughter each other with swords and bows and axes. It'll be a good time. Don't go anywhere. Be right back. Alright, we're back, chat. Sorry about the extended delay. Turns out Jane was still awake, so I was talking with her a little bit. But we were back, and then we were going to go into our Snow Leopard League match, and that will probably be the last thing that we do tonight, because I kind of forgot that we have a bright and early 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Nintendo Direct tomorrow, where they're maybe going to reveal the next Fire Emblem. So we'll do this last fight, and then we will probably call it for now, just so we can hop in bright and early and be not too sleep-deprived to see if there's any noteworthy news for us to talk about. But want to get one last fight in here, end on a high note of hopefully a big dub, or at least if it's a loss, we will know what to be bracing ourselves for on Sunday stream. So let's get in there, baby. Here we go. Some people speculating it will just be a special edition of 3 houses. Why would it be a special edition of 3 houses? It's not the 10-year anniversary. I know that for a fact, because that came out after I was out of college. So why the hell would it be a special edition of 3 houses? I hadn't heard anything about that. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you. Very much appreciated. Again, apologies for the delay. Big dub, let's go! We shall see. We shall see. Notably, we are fighting the Hearts of Thunder, which is a phenomenal team name. Holy. The new Fire Emblem will have to be absolutely goated to get me to buy a Switch 2. Hit with the Dual Switch 2, remote breaking capability. No real games, all download, etc. If we're lucky, it will be on Switch 1 as well. I would be surprised if it was on Switch 1 at this point, because like a new Fire Emblem is definitely a system seller for Nintendo at this point, but maybe. Remember the time we got a new Fire Emblem announcement and it was 3 hopes? Yeah. Whatever the next one is, hopefully it's better than Engage. Yeah, I think that's where everyone's at. You know, whether you dislike the character designs or the story or the game design or whatever. If I remember correct, Craig, you actually were someone who did not like the complexity of the gameplay with like the different character kits and abilities and the Engage system and everything. I believe I remember us discussing that previously, because that was one of the things that I actually did very much enjoy about Engage. One of the only things I enjoyed about Engage, actually. So yeah, hopefully it has a better balance of just character design and story and mechanics and everything that everyone's happy with. 3 Houses will got me to buy Switch 1. I think a lot of people bought the Switch because of 3 Houses, yeah. That was absolutely a landmark title in this franchise history. So we shall see. If it even happens, who knows? I haven't heard any actual speculation. I'm just thinking, like, if they announce it, I think now is probably the time to talk about like the upcoming lineup for the Switch 2. And I would imagine a new Fire Emblem would be one of the things that they would want to push, so we'll see. Alright, as far as what we are fighting here for our last battle of the evening, we have a Psy Healer, a Bowman, a Mant Lancer team leader. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Yep, they've got Charge and Mega Charge. We have a Kineticist, a Stone Golem, and another Bowman. A lot of range. A lot of range on this team. The good thing is, though, there's only one major pitfall area. Like up here on the left, sure, but I don't see that being an issue whatsoever. We're not really going to be fighting over there. So we're going to want to push top right, try and get these treasure chests, and then maybe pick some things off on the right along the way. To that end, we're definitely going to bring Bane so that she can get her well-earned promotion from last time. I would like to bring Zephyr and Fabo to try and get them promotions as well. We have others that we could go for promotions for too, but we want to probably strike a little bit of a balance here. We can bring Tenchi for dedicated healing. And then probably grab Devla for the just ridiculous auto nukes. And Azure for the... Azure for the flying freeze. And that, I think, should be pretty good. A little complexity. I did design Tib after all. My main complaint was the writing, which is abysmal. Main gameplay complete with engage. Too many fiddly things on timers to keep track of. That's what it was, yeah. I feel like I remember seeing you in the comments before. Yeah, describing it as complexity was an incorrect use of verbiage for me to describe what it was that you were feeling. But I feel like I remembered that being a thing in the comments of some of my other videos discussing Engage, where you were discussing, and I do agree to an extent, about like, oh, well, this character has this many bars of their Engage meter, and this character has 2 turns left on their current transformation, and like, well, I've used this Engage attack, but I haven't used this Engage attack, and how does that affect my strategy? And like, there's a lot of just remembering where your different resources are at in terms of like cooldowns and things, which I wasn't necessarily opposed to in Engage, but is definitely very antithetical to the standard Fire Emblem formula. So that I definitely do get for sure. Crowd seems restless today. Looks like you'll need to wrap this fight up quickly. All right. Gotta move. And Devla says y'all better keep up. I mean, you know what? You got the right attitude for this fight today, Devla. Let's go. Absolutely the correct vibes here. Mainly just trying to get her XP more than anything else. I like Engage's idea of giving neat off-class abilities to characters to make unique combinations. Found myself frustrated at how quickly it felt tedious to get skills rather than fun. Yeah, there was definitely a big meta that developed very quickly around how can I most efficiently get the points that I need to unlock the skills that I want, rather than like how can I maybe unlock or earn the skills that I want. Like having a situation where it's like, okay, well, I can clearly see that I want Holdout from Roy, for example, but just not having the skill points to get it was definitely annoying. And it's part of the reason that they added in the skill books with the DLC, which helped a lot. But from a design standpoint, shouldn't have been an issue in the first place. Together in battle doesn't give you a lot of extra skills, but it somehow feels more significant when this game does it compared to the buckets of skills and stats from Engage. Well, yeah, I would say so, and I think that's because the overall game is designed very tightly. Like, you don't really run into gimmick after gimmick after gimmick, right? With completely unique ability set after completely unique ability set. Like, the game has set classes, and you can do some mixing and matching, but it's like, based on what class you are, these are the abilities that you can probably expect to have. And that's fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that whatsoever. It just, like, it's more about how you can interact between classes and with the environment as you gain levels and get all the different abilities for each class. And it's worth noting that the abilities for each class are active abilities. You're not dealing with passives all over the shop. It's like every time you unlock an ability, it is something you actively choose to use or not use in any given moment. And, no pun intended, a lot of times that is far more engaging than what Fire Emblem has been doing with their kind of like passive skills. Even if those passive skills can do a lot of fun stuff, and they absolutely can. Goodbye. Yeah, the way that you can actually interact with the environment in this game, and not only can interact with it, but are actively encouraged to interact with it, is such a huge boon in its favor. It's one of my absolute favorite points of the game. Because we see it all the time, and it's like, very often, only something that matters in CRPGs, like your Baldur's Gates and your Divinity Original Sin 2s and stuff like that, where there is a major emphasis on using the environment to your advantage. But in turn-based strategy, grid-based, hex-based type stuff, even if it is something that quote-unquote matters, it often doesn't matter enough. And I love that Together in Battle actually fixes that. Also, I just realized that where I was placing Zephyr there was a absolutely atrocious idea. So we're going to move here instead. I know it looks perilous, but we're going to be out of cavalry range, which is what we need to be right now. So, glad I caught that before I put our team in imminent death range. Frost Army! Yeah, we're hardened, baby. Wait. How? I didn't think he could get there. Well, fuck, man. I didn't think he could get there. I completely missed that he could get there. Well. Huh. I don't know what I missed there, but I missed it. Whoops. 104 damage, huh? Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, that is, in fact, the amount of damage that was dealt. Dive down there and get him. Now, that's a different side mission that may come up, which is brutally devastating if we wind up running into it. Oh, oh God, my voice. Okay. You might be flying, but you're also stunned, you bitch. Kill him! Well, we're gonna find out if Zephyr's dead. Oh, there goes the kineticist. Zephyr's terrible, horrible, no good, very bad, weak continues. Oh, Lord, here comes the golem. Is he going to run across the caltrops? He is! Get wrecked, idiot! I didn't think those caltrops would be useful at all, but here we are. You suck! Alright, we're gonna just clean up everybody up here at the moment. I was 39 seconds behind and had no idea. Thanks, YouTube. Ah, classic. Well, on the plus side, we are nuking everybody at the moment. A glorious victory for the righteous. I'm glad she didn't bust the Latin out again. Oh my god. Okay, we probably don't need to do that much damage. Calm down, Devla. This is the engine boostiest stone golem we ever did see. Yeah, okay. Distracted murmuring. Wah, wah. We're all 14-year-old Zoomers. We can't pay attention. Wah. You'll pay attention when I freeze you to the ground. Damn it. What if I just surround myself with caltrops? Hey, and there's our promo. Cool. Demolitionist, as we went previously. Bunch of iPad baby brains in the audience today. Hell yeah. You better believe it. Do 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 do. No! I thought caltrops broke their turn. I thought that caltrops kept them from acting. Acting. Oh, I'm Die. Thank you forever. Shit! Die, you fucking stone golem! Guys, it's okay. We've grabbed 200 sacks. It's fine. We may have losses today, but we have grabbed 200 sacks. That's winning. And I don't care what anybody says about anything else. Big dubs. Big dubs. All right, next league match is in 4 days. Will we have dead teammates in the interim? Let's find out. His return to Camp Nelly approaches you. Been thinking, been a valued member. Oh! Oh! Nelly. Nelly. Nelly, ma'am, your game is good. But that's almost 100% increase. Ma'am. Bruh. Nelly's really happy. She's really happy. She can handle it if we tell her, no, I can't fucking pay you twice what I was paying you. You're getting 114, girl. Fair enough. I don't want to bankrupt the team. Thanks for the bump. Her morale takes a hit. It's fine. It's fine. It's better than doubling it. Halvesies, absolutely. Star Syndrome, correct. Girl, your timing. Uh-huh. Oh boy, here we go. Azure rests. Hey, Cascar and oh my god, Ouster, there we go. Are talking about the possibility of death. Ladies, is this triggered by recent events? Is this foreshadowing about what I should be expecting our characters to say in the next few moments? Or is this just raw coincidence? I must know. I wonder what could have prompted this, Lamau. I've never seen this prompt before. And trust me, I've lost a lot of characters. So I'm hoping, I'm praying that this is not indicative of anything. Oh, shit. So, this is a skill I've been working on for a while, and I think I'd like to teach it to you. Why? She blinks. You're my friend. I want to keep you around. Isn't that enough? Oh, well, that's a cute context for it. You really do care. I moved. I can't see what you were saying. We got trade. That is actually quite handy for Ouster with her insane dodge. That's really good, actually. Like, extremely good. I will take it. Nice. And yes, of course, I'm ready to learn. Cascara and Ouster spend the rest... Cascara and Ouster spend the rest of the evening practicing until Ouster has the technique down pat. Very cute. Fabo floats up to Rose, repeating her name endlessly, yes. Fabo from her hometown. Patty convinces Leon to play a game of... Patty convinces Leon, the Shadowling, to play a game of Cavosphere with him, where you kick a ball. They set up in a nearby field with holes 30 feet apart and balls scattered between them. They then spend the evening dashing about, each trying to kick as many balls as possible into the other's hole. Chat, I would like you to answer this searing question that I have. Do you see the possibility for Leon the Shadowling to have feet? Legs even? Stumps. We can go with stumps. With which he can kick 30 balls? Or sorry. With which he can kick balls, plural, around with? I think Leon may have lost. It's like billiards and Leon is the cue. It's Leon the ball. Dude uses his brain to kick. I mean, you know, that would be interesting, actually. If you want to loosen the definition of kick, sure. Psychic kick. I can deal with that. That's fine. It's just an exercise for the mind instead of the body. And you know what? For a Shadowling where you're a giant floating head and hands, and all of your classes are using telekinetic abilities to cast spells, that's fair. Seems like a fair enough exercise. Oh boy, good lord, what a stream this has been. Devil spends the evening fantasizing about revenge. Good for you. I'm so scared. Tension collapses. So Nellie's alive. We knew that. Nellie rests. Zephyr's wounded. He's alive though. Remains laid up in his tent unconscious. He will certainly not be training or fighting anytime soon, to say the least. The worrying thought appears in your mind. Zephyr may not pull through this. Zephyr will pull through this because we will shove him into the infirmary tomorrow. Zephyr is fine. But what about Bane? Was she born in this darkness? Was she molded by it? Oh, she's good. Oh, let's go. Never punished. Bane is wounded. She remains laid up in her tent, unconscious. She will certainly not be training or fighting anytime soon, to say the least. The worrying thought appears in your mind. Bane may not pull through this. No, they're alive. You're either alive or dead, baby. If we can get to the infirmary and you are wounded but laid up overnight, we can get you to the infirmary and you will be good. You will be Gucci. You will be fine. You will be happy. Your skin will be clear. Your muscles will be relaxed. Your gut will be calm. Everything will be positive for you. You'll win the lottery. You're going to have your dream boo walk up and ask you on a date. You're going to be in great shape. Everything's going to be coming up roses for you, I promise. Let's fucking go! Oh my god. My heart was so scared. The bottomless pits, man. The bottomless pits. Good golly, Miss Molly. Okay. Whew. On that extremely stressful note, I think this is going to be the point where we call it for tonight. Again, normally, Thursday streams would go far longer than this, but with the whole, like, getting my car towed and finding out how much money it was going to be to get it repaired and yada, 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 I had to start a little bit later. And then we also have a very early morning Nintendo Direct tomorrow, so we're going to cut this one a little short. My apologies for that, but Sunday, barring any extraneous circumstances outside of my control, we should be starting fairly early. We should be going for a long time. Should be a nice, meaty stream for Together in Battle. And then, of course, to make it up to y'all, we will be live reacting to the Nintendo Direct tomorrow, including the potential reveal of anything new for Fire Emblem, or potentially, maybe even other turn-based strategy stuff, because we've had things like Triangle Strategy and Unicorn Overlord reveal at Nintendo Directs in the past, so at this point, who knows? Anything could happen. So, should be a very fun stream, hopefully. This has been very fun as well. Shorter, but boy howdy, there's been a lot of drama in this stream. Between translating Latin to multiple unexpected character deaths, to the return of Zephyr's nemesis trying to drown him, who in his bitter stubbornness broke the game and forced a restart. It's been an absolutely wild stream tonight. Very fun. Extremely fun, actually. One of the more fun streams we've had in a while, so... Every stream is an emotional roller coaster now. Seriously. Absolutely. Oh, man. Awesome. Awesome. This has been a ton of fun. All right. Guys, for now, my name has been Tom, otherwise known as Titanium Legman. We'll be back in less than 12 hours. Less than 12 hours. I have to, like, go rest and sleep. I know some of you are going to be at work, school, etc., but I hope that some of y'all are able to join us live tomorrow for the Nintendo Direct. And if not, and you wind up watching the VOD and enjoying it that way, that's totally fine as well. Thank you all so much for being here. I do very, very much appreciate it. We'll be back very, very soon. But until then, my name has been Tom, otherwise known as Titanium Legman. I hope that you all have a lovely evening. Stay safe and healthy out there, everybody, now more than ever. And remember, be good to each other, guys. Now more than ever. Bye now. Peace.